Ah, new face.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
Here's 10 ore, and you'll have to help me if I get into trouble.
You can count on me if I'm close by. You'll find me between the marketplace and the south gate. The other areas are Fletcher and Bloodwind's affair.
Hey, you!
Who? Me?
No, your grandmother. Who else could I mean? I wouldn't go down that way if I were you.
Why not?
You can't have been here long. Man, that's the way to the Orc land. They'll make mincemeat out of you.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Yesterday I cleared this somewhere around here.
Is it dangerous?
Let me put it like this. You may as well give me all your ore before you go out there and let the orcs rip you to ribbons.
I think it might be best if I just turn back.
Pity. I'd have loved to take care of your ore.
Let's talk about something else instead.
You have to watch what you tell.
There would be trouble here.
People always talk.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but if you know at least...
How do I get the teeth?
The most important thing is to make sure the teeth don't splinter. To avoid that, put your knife near the center of the tooth and lever it out carefully. You can take the teeth of wolves, shadow beasts, and snappers.
Show me how to take off the claws.
Actually, it's quite simple if you know what to do. Bend the claws forward, never backwards. And you mustn't pull them out either. Claws can be taken especially from lizards. From now on, you'll know which creature's claws to take.
How can I skin these creatures?
I want to see some ore first.
Maybe. You have to watch what you tell people.
If you think
There must be something about that story after all.
Take care.
same old story every time,
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
same old story every time.
In this shoe.
There must be something about that story after all.
Put the right decision.
Clever boy.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters. You know.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
I want to improve my handling of one-handed weapons.
You don't have enough.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp, but business is business.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
Hi, I'm new here.
You don't say. Tell me about the outside world. It's been over a month since I heard anything from outside. I'm Kurgo. I fight in the arena.
Are you good?
At fighting? I haven't been doing it for long, but I've already won a fight.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Kareem. You must have just been booted in here, or else you'd have heard of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen.
What are you doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the Sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What is the Sleeper?
You will find priests who'll be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god?
Yes, and the wait...
What kind of invocation is it you're planning?
Our prophets say that the common invocation of the Sleeper is the key to freedom. If you want to find out more about it, just come to our camp.
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
You're learning fast.
Well, how's it going?
What do you want?
I want to know what the...
Then you better ask the diggers.
Who's the boss?
Diego's what...
I'd like to...
Oh. Then you... Only half of those who...
What happened to the...
They're probably sitting in the new camp.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
How's it going?
I've spent the last 2 weeks working.
Is there anything more?
Well, you can go to the arena in the evening. It really is. The Ore Barons. Hey, clever boy.
Don't blather. Same old story. That's don't blather so much. Yeah. And you shouldn't believe anything. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Story after all.
Hey, you! You've been lucky then.
Probably right.
Hey, you!
Somebody in your
Smartass.
Rely on somebody
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 off for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
Well, Smith, how's business?
Why would you want to know?
I may have an order for you.
Oh, really? And what?
I'll think about it.
Come back when you really need something, and don't get on my nerves.
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you...
What do I have to...
Okay, take the steel. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some blacksmith equipment.
That wasn't very
There must be something about that story after all.
You're very probably right.
If you think... I'd better keep out of it.
Some people never learn. Lie on someone.
Hey, you!
You have to watch what you tell me. I'd better keep out of it. There must be something.
Hey, so you do know what's good for you.
Hello. I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
What are the advantages of the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
Why should I join the sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the sect. I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the three camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the sect camp.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
When things were... Hey, you!
So, you do know what's good for you.
That's really not my problem. Maybe.
I rely on somebody and you're in trouble. Hang on. There must be something about that story.
Maybe.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Rely on some... better keep out of it.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need...
As long as I'm not involved.
You're very probably right.
You think? It was obvious. There must be something about that wasn't very clever. There must be something about that story after all.
I thought that had cleared out.
It was obvious.
But keep it to yourself. People don't...
It was obvious that there...
I thought that had been cleared.
I thought...
That won't happen again.
There must be some...
I'd better keep out of it.
I thought that had been cleared up.
That won't
ages
happen
ago.
again.
There must be something about...
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore. I thought I wouldn't like to be in his...
You've been lucky there. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
You're very
Same old
right.
story every time.
Same old story.
People always talk.
Maybe.
Was up.
Hey, you! The right decision.
Hey,
That's
you!
what you really.
So, you do know what's good for you.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
I have the things you wanted from me.
Good. I just have to add them, then the stew will be ready. Wait.
You told me I could have as much stew as I wanted.
And that's true. Here, take 3 portions.
You told me I could have as much.
Sure. Hey, you!
Hey, man. New here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Why not come along?
Great! We can talk while we're going. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
Hey, you! Clever boy.
Hey, the right decision.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego. Why don't you give me the test?
It ain't that easy, kid. That patron has to be one of Gomez, and if you fail, you're his responsibility.
There must be something.
No, the things we got, you just stick to the tasks your patron.
If you think.
That wasn't very clever.
Same old story every time.
Must be something about this story after all.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp.
Looks like I have myself a...
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few...
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left and you'll be heading for the arena.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
I'd better keep it tables. But keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. Maybe that sounds very clever. There must be something about this story.
Take care.
I wouldn't like to be as long as I'm not involved.
Some people. I'd better keep out of it.
Hang on, better not.
As long as I'm not involved. But keep.
What else?
A lot, if you know how. At least.
You're demanding a lot for...
Possibly, but all the animals you kill without... That's a wasted opportunity. If I were you, I'd try...
How can I skin these creatures?
It's very important to skin them from the back to the front. The furs of wolves and shadow beasts can be used to make clothes.
What do I have to observe while skinning reptiles?
The only reptiles suited for this purpose. If you slit the skin at the sides,
Why do Try that again and you'll regret it.
Greetings, stranger. You're treading on holy ground. This is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. What brings you here?
I'm new here. I wanted to have a look at your camp.
Strangers are welcome here, but it's important to follow our rules. There are certain areas strangers may not access.
I need armor.
You have to earn a Templar's armor like I'm wearing, but you can have a novice's loincloth.
Better than nothing.
You won't get it for free, though.
Let's talk about something else instead.
How are things in the camp?
Everything's quiet. Just go in.
Listening to all the blathering anymore. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Wasn't very clever. I wouldn't like to be in here.
As long as I'm not involved.
Hi, I'm new here. The Sleeper be with you. Is everything all right, pal?
You addressed a guru. Never do that again. It's sacrilege. If a master wants to...
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here.
Tell me something about the camp.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about the weed?
Well, the weed's grown in the swamp. Of course, it has to be processed before it... The weeds have a tranquilizing and relaxing effect. We trade them for goods from the old camp, and we use... The result is, of course, that some people only join us for the...
What can you tell me?
The Sleeper's a divine creature. We pray to him.
And you believe that?
Hey, I've been inside the barrier for 2 years. You can't imagine what I'm willing to believe in.
Tell me...
The gurus form the highest guild. They are the spirit of this camp. They have an indomitable willpower. You should never get into trouble with them. Some of the novices are allowed to join the gurus, but to get that far...
How can I find my...
I can show you the...
But I want to talk to your man.
Forget it.
I want to become...
Kor Kalom decides whether you're... But he relies on the advice of other gurus. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy.
How's that?
It might not look like it, but the gurus... If they think that you deserve to be... You're bound to have opportunities in the...
Show me the way.
May the Sleeper protect you.
Hey, you! The right decision. Hey, you! The right decision. The right decision.
Hey! You've no business.
Hi, I'm new here.
The sleeper be with you, stranger.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, the gurus are the most important people here. Of course, he's too tired, but on some days, he speaks to...
And what is he...
The sleeper guides the way.
You're learning fast.
What have you been doing in there? Hey, you. What have you been doing in there?
Hi, I'm new.
Come on.
You shouldn't believe everything.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Hi, you aren't from this camp, are you?
Well, now, I am. I left the old camp a week ago.
What do you do?
I'm teaching the words of the... I'm still a novice myself. I've even spoken to Iberian, but I'm still putting that off. There's no... At the moment, I'm quite happy.
What's your...
I test the new substance. His aid gives us something new. This weed opens your spirit. No, not yet. Kalam always wants to hear about the effect of it. If I find the stuff stimulate, but soon, I'll be a guru myself. That...
I'd like to join your camp. Can you help me?
You want to join us? That's good. Just wait. Yes, I think I can help you. I'm not a guru yet, but I have some influence in the Brotherhood. You'd have to do me a favor. Have you seen Fortuno yet?
Let's talk about something else instead. As long as I'm not I would like to race you, no?
Then you have your daily ration. If you give it to me, then we're in business.
I'll think about it.
Some people never learn. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I have swampweed on me.
We agreed on 3 Northern Dark and nothing else.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Anyone else instead? Time when things rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Always talk. That's really
And you keep it to yourself.
time when that's really not my problem. There must be something about that story after all. You're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Some time when things would have gone very differently. Let's talk about...
Doubt that's ever likely to change. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
Let's talk about something
else instead.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead, maybe. Same old story every time, as long as I'm not involved.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
As long as I'm not
doubt that's
involved.
ever.
There must be something about that story after all. There must be something. It's not really my problem.
I'd better keep out of it.
I wouldn't like to be in issues, though.
Maybe.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently. Come closer! Every newcomer...
What have you got for me?
Here! Take 3 rolls of swampweed. It's Northern Dark. Good stuff. You can have more of it every day. But if you want more than your daily ration, well, you need to pay. If you find berries and herbs on the paths between the camps, you can bring them to me. I'll buy them off you.
Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble.
I've come to collect my daily...
You've already...
I want to trade.
What do you want from me? Or do you want to sell something?
You shouldn't believe everything. I'm not listening to all the bland. If you think. You have to watch what you tell me. See, I'm gonna keep it. Issues, though.
cave and I can get Jax. Because I have no idea where I'm going in this place.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, no? I'm not listening. It was obvious.
I have swamp weed on me. You can have it.
Good. You must have noticed that none of the gurus wants to talk to you. You can change that by impressing them. I can tell you how to do that.
How can I impress the gurus?
Bal-Kadar instructs the novices in the magic of the sleeper. If you want his attention, use magic. But don't give him the fist of wind. Send one of his audience to sleep or something like that. Bal-Namib is over there at the main gate. He's one of the toughest guys. I think Lester might be able to help you with him. Speak to him as soon as his master is away. The other gurus are basically quite okay. Just try to make yourself useful.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, a deal's a deal.
How do I get at the magic of the sleeper?
Bal-Kadar sells runes and spell scrolls. That's no use to you if he doesn't talk to you, right? Maybe another guru can help you.
Something else instead? Same old story every time. When things would have gone very.
Hi, I'm new here.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Can you train me?
Out of my sight, unworthy one. I instruct only the Sleeper's Templars.
Will you train me?
You want to become a strong warrior. So now you're looking for someone to instruct you. Commendable, but I'm not the man you want. I dedicate my time only to those belonging to the Holy Circle of Templars.
How can I become a Templar?
First, you will have to serve as a novice for a while to prove that you truly believe in the Sleeper. Then come back to me, and I will instruct you.
What are you doing here?
I'm making sure no swamp sharks come too close to the camp. If I were you, I'd steer clear of the beasts. You don't stand a chance against them. Now, don't disturb me anymore.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. I would. That same old story every time. You have to tell people. You're very... There was a time when things were done pretty differently. I thought that was a cool day.
I wouldn't like... Hang on.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Show me your goods. Show me your goods.
I got the best.
Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map.
The south exit is the...
Exactly.
The
Hey,
right
you.
decision.
Hey, you.
Who? Me?
You know who I mean, Sonny. Let me tell you something. This is my district, but new guys like you are always trouble. So why don't you go home and make sure I don't see you here again? There's an empty hut opposite the arena, the one with the camp. And if I catch you in one of the other huts,
Hey, you!
if you want to get rid of your protection money.
Yeah?
'Cause I'm not.
Oh?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting.
Then how?
Nick's vanished, and until he
Do you know where?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but especially not now they know I hate this filthy work.
Why don't you just collect some more?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared.
It's about Nick.
Yeah?
I think I've found him.
What? Where is he?
Feeding the rats?
Oh no! Damn it! Now I have a.
What's the problem?
I'm in debt to Scatty, right up to my neck. Now he knows I'm doing Nick's job. He'll be coming around every day.
Hey, you! The right decision.
What's...
If you... I'm satisfied.
Nobody sent me.
A new one, huh? You should...
Who?
Hear it. You get on the right... I can't...